Okay. Should you sell off your OT shares? Should you get out of OT? Well, I can't tell you whether or not you should do it, honestly. I can't give you advice because I'm not a financial planner, so none of this is advice, but I have an opinion. And you'll say, okay, where do you get your opinion, Horace? By the way, my name is Horace and this is 40 Plus Finance. Well, my opinion comes from being in OT and having a position that was all but $8,000 worth of shares in OT. So the first thing I'm going to do, just for some context here, I'm going to share my screen and you can see that back in July on the 25th, I started buying OT. And then the next thing I'm going to show you is my closed position. And actually, no, you know what? Before that, I'm going to show you the date that I sold out. Because if you look on the 27th of October, I sold out. It took two trades to do it. And guess what? I took a loss, so let's just get to it. We're going to be transparent here. So here's my OT from Yield Max. This is how much I put in. This is where I closed, and this is the loss. You see it in this column and this column, $1,149.80. So if you're listening to me, you're listening to a guy who had a decent amount of money in there, nothing crazy, but I was constantly building up. I started with $100, and in just 3 months, basically, I took that all the way up. I was heading towards 10 grand. The last yield I got, I show it on another video. Please subscribe and watch those. I was getting like $135 a week. I thought that was fine for doing absolutely nothing. In my mind, I was building a goose. I wasn't going to kill and eat the goose. I would just eat the eggs. That's fine. I'm okay building a sizable position, not touching it, and just letting it kick off income. So then your next question will be, well, why did I get out of it? I got out of it because I thought I could make more money because I learned how to write covered calls in those 3 months. And I started out small with that at the same time because I don't think you have to choose either one. You can be diversified in all sorts of things. But then I got to thinking, well, shoot, with you know about $8,000, I think I can write my own contracts. I'll link the video where last week I wrote 4 contracts, got $744. It took about 10,000 to do it. That video shows all of that. And so to get to my point, because I don't want to make this video too long for you, I'm not I'm not an advisor. I'm not your advisor. This doesn't count as advice. It's just my opinion. In my opinion, you should not be in any of these income, cover call income type funds if you can't stand the noise that comes around it. And if you've been following this, I can tell you pretty much. I'm gonna give you a quick Reader's Digest version of how I think it goes down. Somehow you learn about these funds, these high yield covered call income ETFs, and you start doing your research. And I'm talking research on YouTube. And it may take you, I don't know, a while and so many videos before you finally pull the trigger. And while you're watching all these videos about income ETFs, the YouTube algorithm is just saying, I see what they like. I see what they like. Let's serve them up more. And that's fine. Then you pull the trigger. By the time you pull the trigger, the algorithm, it has you figured out. Now, look what happens. Now you have a vested interest in information surrounding that ETF because now you're in it. And now you start looking at the videos with the sensational titles and thumbnails. It's over for OT. Get out of OT now. You start following threads on Reddit. You start hearing everything about NAV erosion. You start hearing stuff about ROC, return of capital, and you don't know what to believe with that. Or maybe you do, but there's always sensational content around that. And now you're locked in and you can get into a spiral. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of unknowns. There's risks in all of this stuff. You're wondering, all you see is the price going down. That's just the fact. That's not an opinion right there. And then you hear people talking about, oh, if it keeps going down, there's going to be a reverse stock split. Listen, guys, I'm not a financial guy, so I don't get all worked up. And I'm going to tell you, I would have stayed in it. I would have rode it out because I understood what it was about. It was about income. The underlying stocks are going to do what they do. They're designed to just go up and down, up and down. And if you stay in any stock long enough, that's what you're going to experience. So, it didn't bother me, but if you can't stand the noise, because there's going to be a lot of noise. If you're the type of person that second guesses yourself, if it bothers you, you know what I mean? If you're constantly, on edge about it, it's just not worth it. Go into a regular, low risk Vanguard type VOO, VUG, whatever, and just set it and forget it. Guys, I'm 56. I ain't got time for that. That's what I should have been doing in my 20s and 30s. Not getting close to 60. So I got to do it my way. Follow me, learn what you can if you want. And what I mean by learn what you can, I'm not an expert. You might be watching me to learn what not to do because I'm transparent enough. I'm open enough to tell you that I'm inching closer to retirement and did everything wrong. See, everybody want to talk to you when they did everything right. Look at me. Here's what you need to do. Buy my course, sign up for my this, get into my ecosystem that, so that I can try to get money from you here and there. I'm not doing that. So, you're going to get it. And I'm just being honest, guys. I hope this helps somebody. That's what this is for. I did everything wrong. And I may continue doing things wrong. And that could still be a benefit to you. Imagine somebody that's willing to tell the hard, embarrassing truth just so that you might learn what not to do. Stick around, guys. On Monday, we're going to see how I did with the 4 stocks that I'm in right now. Also subscribe because I'm not done with high yield income ETFs. I may go over the Granite shares. I may do some other ones I want to test out and see about generating income. Please leave comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. You'll learn more and more about me. Let's build a community. I'm still a working class person. I drive a truck for a living. I got to go to work today. And let's figure this out together. Talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you again.